Today I'm grooming a Pomeranian puppy. He's about 1 year old. He's at the groomer's today getting a haircut and a bath. This is his third time here. I'm going to start off with shampoo. I'm just loading him up, making sure he's nice and clean. I didn't realize when he came in that his back end is very matted. I should have known because the first thing his mother said was, "He won't let me brush him." That was the first words out of her mouth. So I'm sure that's why she was saying that. So I'm going to do my best to leave a little bit of hair on his butt. We'll see what happens. My comb has to go through the hair without snagging up at all, which can be a challenge, especially with Pomeranian hair. His first haircut, he was awful. Honestly, I didn't think I could finish him. He screamed the whole time. But you'll see today that he is 100% better. I'm putting conditioner on him too. Hopefully that'll help me brush him out. It'll make him softer and rinse out a lot of the undercoat. I'm rinsing off his conditioner, making sure I get it all rinsed off his back end. I'm blowing out his undercoat. At least this will help loosen it up so I can brush it out later. If I'm able to brush it out, we shall see. His hair doesn't really look too bad from here, but trust me, it's in pretty bad shape. Now that I have him on my grooming table, I'm going to finish blow drying him. So for his first grooming, he was wild. So I'm going to go ahead and put another loop on him. It's just going to attach him to the side pole so he can't spin in circles. It's not tight, it's loose, but it just keeps him in the center of the table. I'm putting a fan on us to help him dry a little bit more as we go. I'm putting my mask on and let the brushing begin. Let's see what we have here. Like I said, the end goal is to have my comb go through his hair without snagging up on any tangles. Any mat I find, I will snip out with my scissors. Y'all have to remember, every groomer does stuff differently. My main concern is to not inflict pain on the dogs while I'm grooming them. So everything I do that with keeping them pain-free in mind. I'll be honest, I'm not concerned with how he looks. I'm concerned with getting the mats out. This dog took a really long time. Every part of him I brushed, I found mats. Here's a big thick mat back here. I'm just going to shave it out. It's much easier on the dog and on me. Alright, I'm not sure if you can tell how thick this back end is. I called his mother and told her I was going to cut it all off, and she was aware that it was all matted back here, and she said do whatever you need to do. So I'm cutting all the mats in half. I'm not shaving it, but I'm just cutting them in half, and then that way they'll brush out a lot easier. Like I said, I'm not concerned with how it looks. I just need to get the mats out without causing pain. You might wonder, well, why not just shave him down and start over? Because shaving these dogs can really mess up their coat. You could shave them once and it might grow back fine. You can shave them once and they might end up with a bunch of bald spots. People don't realize you've got to keep them brushed before they get matted. These are high maintenance dogs. I'm just brushing his tail out. His tail's in pretty good shape. I'm taking my straight scissors and just trimming up along the bottom. I'm shaving under his tail with a 10 blade. This is nice and short back here and keeps it clean when he goes to the bathroom. I'm using my chunkers to thin out his hair. He's got some big mats on his side back here. It's hard to see, but there's tiny little mats all throughout his hair. This tool I'm using is a mat splitter. It's like little razors and it cuts through the hair. But if the hair is matted too tightly, it still won't go through. Not without causing pain. I'm splicing through the mats with my straight scissors, hoping that'll break up the mats. Then I can come back with my slicker brush and it brushes right out, if I'm lucky. I'm using my straight scissors just to trim up his butt. And trimming between his toes. And trimming up his nails. I'm using my chunkers to trim up his legs and under his chest. Chunkers give a more natural look. I'm trimming up his front feet and cutting his nails. I'm using my comb to check for tangles. It's almost completely brushed out, but this was a big job. Of course, just when you think you're done, you find more mats. He's got more mats on his back, so I'm just going to snip him out with my scissors. And matting behind the ears is very common. So I'm just going to shave these out too. He's a little wiggly for it, but he let me do it. Remember, this is only his third grooming. At the end of the grooming, I like to come back with my 7-skip tooth blade and just skim off all the scraggly hair and shape it up. I'm trimming up the corners of his ears. I'm using my 7-skip tooth blade on his butt just to shape it up and make it nice and neat. I'm using my curved chunkers to shape everything up and blend it in and make it look more natural. I'm using a cotton ball and ear cleaner to clean his ears out. The true test is the comb test. It goes right through without even tangling up. This guy is almost ready. I'm just neatening him up a little bit more with my curved chunkers. I'm going to spray some more conditioner on him and brush it through with my slicker brush. If you made it to the end and you actually watched the whole thing, can you just put dogs in the comment section and let me know what you think? Was it boring? Was it interesting? Is there anything you want to see that I didn't show? Let me know. I'm wiping his face off with a little bit of water on a fragrance-free baby wipe, making sure his eyes are cleaned out. The big moment. Look how beautiful he is.